Alright, just a cool little trip down road I hadn't walked in a while. This is Douglas Bluff Road on Knoxville Refuge, and there's a reason it says camping closed on Knoxville Refuge. I don't know how long ago it's been, probably more than 20 years now for sure. You used to could camp on the refuge, and this was a campsite, and it's located up on top of this bluff. And no coincidence that Bluff Lake is named after a bluff. And so that's what we're doing. We're just walking back in here today. But this used to be the campsite, and people would camp all back up in here. I can't remember. It seems like there may have been another area on down the road, but I remember me and my parents driving down through here, and several tents set up and things like that. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty place. The old campgrounds. And the bluff is out here, so we're just going to do a little bit more walking and looking. So we're standing on the bluff right now. We just kept walking out behind the campgrounds, and there's some benches over there. I think that's been put in after the fact, probably because this is the connecting people with nature area, and they have a lot of programs and stuff, so I imagine that's what those benches are for. May have been, from time. I've never been like down this far to the bluff. I've seen the bluff in other areas, but been jumping deer left and right. It's a beautiful morning, but the bluff. Let me scroll just a little bit. Okay, down below us here, that's Octot Creek. Now, here's a little thing that I learned. If you are, let's see, on the east side, or further east, on like where we live, this is called Octot Creek. But if you go to the west, up around what's known as Bevel's Hill, it's known as Orktork, which apparently is a more accurate it goes back more to the original Indian way of pronouncing it. Now, the story I have, and let me see if I can get down here. I don't know exactly where this was, so where this story occurred, but I just want to show you. So see how this just falls off. It's a big bluff, and that's how Bluff Lake gets its name. But anyway, a long time ago, I don't know how long ago, a college student decided he didn't want to go to school anymore. I don't know, for whatever reason, but he came out here and dug into the side of this bluff. Like I said, I don't know where, but dug in a hole out into the side of this bluff here, and somehow had gotten his vehicle around the gate and had hidden the vehicle, and decided he was going to unplug from the world and was staying out here. And he would occasionally go into town and get groceries and whatnot, and of course he's, but he was living out here in a hole in the side of this bluff. Now I was told later that, obviously after he left, the hole it fell in. But he had fixed up pretty nice, had some shelves and stuff in there, so he was just cozy, just living out here. Of course, when they found him, he had to leave and get back to his family. But anyway, this is where that happened. That was an interesting story, I thought. I'd have loved to have seen the hole. Would not have wanted to be living in it, by no means. But we're going to ease on up here. I just always thought that was a cool story, but you can tell how high we are up in elevation. And that's just swamp all down in there. Going to ease over here to this a little crest over here. You can turn back. And it's kind of your pinnacle right here, as you can see. I'm gonna come around to this point over here. And Octot Creek just keeps going down through here. But see, it's where the bluff turns back. Just a point. And then it turns and goes back to the south. And there's more swamp. What a beautiful, beautiful place. I'm standing at the bottom, and as you can see the bluffs here. This is not, well, it's probably all the same elevation, but when you're on top, but because Octot Creek butts up against that bluff, I can't really get a good shot of that. But I just wanted to kind of show you. So see, the bluff comes along here, and then it just falls off and keeps going down that way. So we're standing in the swamp right now, but it's basically the bluff where we just came from is all up there. And again, swamp. Acres and acres of swamp. I tell you, what a beautiful day to get out. A little morning just to take a little stroll through the woods. I don't know how far I walked. Not all that far. But just in that little time, I saw deer, I saw turkeys, I saw squirrels, and just getting out. And anytime you can, you need to get out and enjoy the outdoors, because there's a lot of stuff happening all the time. Heard an owl. Didn't see the owl, but I heard one. That's another thing. See? So, and some other little birds. So get out while you can. Enjoy it. Enjoy all this beauty. It's out here. You just got to get out here and get in it.